Hey guys, Friday night spirituality lesson today. I had a really crazy epiphany actually. So I was just, watching a video and I'm like, natural laws, God, sins, what's really going on here? And I made a really interesting observation. Now, for this observation, I'm not going to explain how I came across it, like what inspired me. I'm just going to say, I'm really just going to talk about what I have to say. What is this analogy or metaphor you could say I came up with? All right, so everybody knows that if you jump off a cliff, you're going to fall and get injured or die. Or either way, you're going to fall off the cliff and you're going to boom, splat. So in a sense, gravity cannot be broken. The law of gravity cannot be broken, can it? No, nobody's ever done a miracle. Nobody's ever, broken a law of nature, a natural law. Nobody's ever broken a natural law. So, in this sense, whether it's a spiritual law like karma, you want to say, if you believe in that, or the law of gravity, or the law that energy can't be created or destroyed, whatever you're talking about here, everyone follows every law to the T. There's not a single law on the face of the earth that can be broken. So when you compare this to scriptural stuff like, sins and commandments, well, I came up with that metaphor. Hey, God is the world, His commandments are the natural laws. So if everybody can follow, God is always with us because He is the world. And if we can and we're always following the natural laws, then what in the world are sins? If we're always following the commandments, aka the natural laws that we're all subscribed to inevitably, what in the world are sins? Well, it's like I said, it's when you misuse a natural law. It's just like gravity. It'll even align with it in your mind a little bit. Think about it. A person jumps off a cliff. He's still subscribing to gravity, but he misused gravity. He took the law, and it ended up with him dying because he jumped off the cliff. He never broke the law of gravity. You're still following the law of gravity. Likewise, we always follow the laws of nature, whether they're spiritual or mental or physical or emotional or whatever they are, metaphysical, however you want to call it. You're always following the laws of nature. The only thing about it is that you can misuse a law, and that takes you to a bad destination, or you can say that's a mistake, that's a sin, that takes you to a bad fate. That's a wrongdoing, that's an evil action, that's a sin. And that's going to be punished because that's why the laws exist, to straighten things out. But yeah, guys, if you didn't understand what I'm trying to say, everybody follows law. Nobody ever broke a law. Nobody ever broke a commandment. They just misused the commandment. And if you misuse a commandment, it's a wrong thing to do. It's just like the analogy of jumping off a cliff. You're still following the law of gravity, but it leads to a bad destination. Just like with spiritual things, if you do a sin, no matter what the sin is, you still are following the commandment, but you end up in a bad fate because of that.